When you were the host of the quiz show, Who Do You Trust, you often had to ad-lib and create spontaneous humor. Was there anything special in your background or training that you believe prepared you for that kind of assignment?
That, again, is so difficult to answer. As you know, ad-libbing, people misunderstand, I think, the term ad-lib. Very often they think it is coming up with a new, completely original line at the time. It's not. Very often it's memory, very often it's switching something, very often it's something you've used before. The trick is to have it at the right time. Some people are good ad-libbers and some of them aren't. But I think it's sometimes the recall, the ability to take the situation and create something or to make a comment on what is happening. That is really, I think, more important than having to create a brand new line or something. I think it's a natural thing. I don't think you learn it to ad-lib as such. Unless, now like Milton, of course. Milton, people say, does Milton ad-lib or doesn't he? Or does Milton remember? And I'm not being patronizing. That is one way that people say people ad-lib. Sometimes it can be a total recall. It fits, Maury Amsterdam can give you a joke for any subject you want to come up with. That may or may not be ad-lib.
Do you think then it was just perhaps your general training, your general interest in jokes and their construction that perhaps gave you the foundation and the basis to be able to do that well on the show when you got the opportunity?
I think it's more than that. And again, I say this always sounds serious. I think there are some people who think funny, who think of the offbeat. And it's not so much training as I remember NBC had a school once out on the coast. They tried a comedy workshop, which have never been notoriously successful. I think you can teach fellows to write comedy construction and write jokes, a formula joke. It was so cold that, she's so fat that. Now you come up with a funny word picture. You can teach formulas for writing, but I don't think you can teach people to think funny. I don't think you can teach somebody to be a Jack Douglas or a Woody Allen. It's there. Their mind works in a little bit different areas than the normal mind works. Mel Brooks, you don't manufacture a Mel Brooks. It's there, the offbeat mind. What the background is that produces somebody who thinks funny, I'm not sure. That could be a whole study in itself. Where do the comedians or the guys who get laughs, what do they have in common in their background that produces that kind of a mind?